Good morning, it's Marley. Welcome to a new vlog. So for this week's vlog, I decided to do something a little bit different. Obviously, my channel is a bookish channel. I normally make videos about books and reading vlogs, but in honor of Diabetes Awareness Month, which is November, I thought I'd do a little vlog that wasn't really focused on reading and was more focused on my day-to-day living with type 1 diabetes. If you don't know, I am type 1 diabetic. That's kind of the reason behind my channel name, Type 1 Reader. I've had it for 3.5 years, which is a little bit uncommon. A lot of people are diagnosed as a kid or a preteen, but you can be diagnosed as an adult. Yeah, I was diagnosed in 2021 when I was 24 years old. I've made a number of videos incorporating reading with type 1 diabetes, so I'll leave a link to the playlist of any videos that I've posted about type 1. But yeah, in this week's vlog, I think I'll just show my day-to-day, like all the work I have to do to manage my blood sugars. Speaking of, this morning they're around 8.8. So let's give a little correction in real time. 8.8 is obviously not like super high, but it is above like the 4 to 7 range. So with my PDM for my insulin pump, we're just gonna put in 8.8 and it is recommending me 0.75 units. So I'll just go ahead and take that to hopefully bring my blood sugars down a little bit for the rest of the morning. Today is Thursday, the day I'm starting this vlog. So I will of course be working. I'm working from home today, obviously. Just having a cup of coffee. I only put cream and sweetener in here. It can still spike my blood sugars a little bit. But yeah, I'll just show you my week, all the carb counting I have to do, the decisions I have to make for type 1 diabetes, and hopefully you will watch this maybe if you are a fellow type 1 diabetic and you want to relate, or maybe you're newly diagnosed and you want to learn. I know I watched a lot of YouTube videos when I was first diagnosed of like spend a week with me as a type 1 diabetic or whatever, these type of vlogs to just kind of help me learn what my life was going to be like. Or maybe you're not diabetic at all and you just want to learn for National Diabetes Awareness Month. So yeah, let's just get into my day. Okay, it's lunchtime. Oh, that is the oven being preheated. So today for lunch, I decided I'm gonna have some hash browns. So that's what we are going to cook up in the oven. Then I'm gonna do, I think, bacon and eggs, and I'm gonna do some yogurt, and that will be my lunch. So first off, let's just get these hash browns cooking, and then I'll figure out my carb count and lunch bowl list. So I guess we have these McCain hash browns. I'm gonna have 2 of them, and they go into the oven for 30 minutes. Kind of a long time. Okay, they're in there now. So let's do the carb counting. So 2 of these, so 1 patty is 12 carbs. So obviously 2 of them is going to be 24. Then the bacon and eggs are basically 0. They're basically protein and no real carbs. Then for my like yogurt bowl, so I was buying the, how do you pronounce it? Oikos or whatever, that brand, but lately I've been buying this Liberty Greek yogurt. It's been like on sale or in stock. I get the higher protein one for 3/4 cup. It's about 6 carbs. I just kind of eyeball it with yogurt. I find it's very annoying to measure it, so I probably would say I'd probably round it up to like 10 carbs because I probably have more than 1/3 of a cup. And then there's 16 grams of protein for that, which is great. Then to make the Greek yogurt taste a bit better, I'll put like 1 tablespoon of peanut butter in it, which of course that's 2 grams of carb. Then I'll put a handful of almonds, which I always just eyeball it, to be honest. And I just count it as like 5 carbs. It's not really an exact science, it's just what I do. And then the berries that I have right now are raspberries. I'll just use whatever berries I have. Again, I'll just kind of put a handful in and just guess, kind of guess the carbs. So I'll say like 5 grams of carbs for this. So if we add that all up, I'm using my phone, so I can't even use the calculator. 24, 34, 36, 46. I hope that's right. And my blood sugars are about 7.3, so they did come down slightly from this morning. So we're gonna take my PDM I have the Omnipod insulin pump. It is a tubeless pump. So I have my like pod on my stomach right now. If you don't know, basically I'm gonna control my insulin pump with this. Insert carbs, we said 46 I think, and put my blood sugar level at 73 or 7.3, sorry. And then it's gonna give me my calculation of 5.65 units. And that sounds pretty correct to me. This is where I could edit it if I like knew I was gonna work out, or I don't know, if I knew I was on my period, which I normally would take less insulin maybe for that kind of thing. But I'm just gonna go for it with this. Great, so now I bolus. The hash browns are gonna be ready in about 26 minutes. So I'll start working on putting this meal together in a few minutes and then we can eat. It's a little bit later in the afternoon. My blood sugars have gone up, of course, from lunch. They're sitting at like, I think 9.8. So it's not bad. I think because it was pretty high. I think because it's a, I can't talk. I think because it was a pretty high protein meal, my blood sugars are not spiking that quickly. So I think I'm going to go for my afternoon walk. I like to always go for a walk after I eat lunch as long as I'm able to. It just obviously helps with your blood sugars. I don't really have any errands to run. Normally this is when I would like pick up some groceries or do something like that. I don't think I really have anything to do other than take some recycling out. So I'll probably just go for more of like a casual, peaceful walk rather than doing any errands. It's starting to get colder out, which I'm sad about, but yeah, let's go. So the fire alarm's going off, which is super annoying. We have so many false alarms. I don't know if it's true, if I should leave the apartment or just like wait and it's gonna be another false alarm. Despite showering and doing my Pilates, my blood sugars are spiking a bit now. I think the protein really delayed it, but now it's spiking to about 12. So I'm gonna take a correction. It's suggesting 1.8 units. So I'm gonna go with that and hope that that is enough and hope that this stops soon. Cause yeah, I would like to make dinner in maybe like an hour. So hopefully my blood sugars come down and hopefully this alarm stops.
Because what's the scariest thing about this video is that this is how I look sometimes.
Hey guys, I'm making dinner right now while watching books with Lala. I'm in charge of making dinner because Dakota is not home from work yet. I'm trying to time it so that it's ready when he gets home. Basically, I have some pork tenderloin in the Ninja Foodi. That should be only a few carbs. The recipe called for some brown sugar, so I might account for like maybe 5 to 10 carbs for that. You're kind of seeing that I really just am guessing at this point with a lot of my carb counting. Then on the oven, I'm boiling potatoes and green beans. So green beans will be basically no carb, and my main carb for this meal is obviously going to be the potatoes. Potatoes, the carbs really depend on how big the potato is. I would say like an average potato, I would probably say is like 30 carbs. So I might just say 40 for this meal just to be safe. So if we are saying the potatoes 40 plus like another 10 for the brown sugar, I'm gonna maybe end up bolusing 50 for this meal. I'm not gonna bolus quite yet. I'm gonna see when I think like the 20-minute mark's coming up, like 20 minutes till dinner's ready. That's pretty much like my safe spot for pre-bolusing is like 20 minutes. And then if it ends up being a bit longer before we eat, then that's okay. I'll probably have a drink with it. So I obviously drink mainly water, but when I do want to have like a fun drink, I will drink this Nestea, 0 sugar, like diet Nestea. So that's kind of like my go-to like treat for myself. And yeah, oh, I do think the fire was a false alarm, by the way. It eventually did stop and I didn't go downstairs. Oh, and my blood sugar level, I don't remember what it was before I started filming. I think it was around like 8. So we're still trending a little bit high, but you know, it is what it is. couple hours after dinner update. My blood sugars are high, but that's to be expected after dinner. I'll just keep an eye on them the rest of the night, maybe give a correction if needed, and obviously I'll bolus if I end up having a snack or something. Also, I tried on my outfit that I'm gonna wear for the Taylor Swift concert on Saturday, so that's all planned. I got these tights that are like warm and have this like fluffy, soft stuff inside to make it warm, so that's gonna be good. I also figured out my bag situation because they have really strict bag limits. Like you either have to have a clear bag or a really small one. I did not buy a clear bag, so I'm just gonna go with a really small bag, which is obviously not ideal with diabetes because I need to bring some supplies, mainly my PDM, which you guys saw, and some low snacks in case my blood sugars go low. But I think I have it figured out between the little purse and my pockets, so hopefully that will go fine. But on the day of, like, I'll let you know if I have any issues. Okay, so I haven't really been telling you guys everything that I've been doing in the last little bit with my diabetes because I'm being a little bit chaotic and not really displaying behaviors that I would like recommend. But basically I realized that my pump was going to expire tonight, so I need to change my pod to a new one. But I had over 30 units of insulin left, and I just hate wasting insulin like that because once you put it in the pod, like you can't really like take it out or anything, so you have to like use it up or it's wasted. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna snack. I was hungry anyways for a snack, you know, but that really motivated me to eat just to like use up the insulin as well. So I had a muffin that Dakota made, so who even knows what was in that. I just guessed 50 carbs, but I don't even know. And now I think I'm also gonna eat an apple with peanut butter. Blood sugars are still kind of high, so I probably shouldn't even be snacking. But again, like I just kind of want to like make sure I use up the insulin. So not really behavior I would recommend, but if anyone's watching this that's diabetic, what do you do when you like have extra insulin and you don't want to waste it? Like, do you feel the same stress that I do, or do you not care and you just are fine throwing it away? Anyways, so I think I'm gonna, you know, have my snack and just change my pod in the morning. It's probably going to expire like overnight, so I'm not being like the best diabetic on National Diabetes Day. It's actually National Type 1 Diabetes Day today when I started this vlog. I didn't even realize, but anyways. Good morning, it's Friday. Yes, my pod did expire very early this morning, so I just deactivated it and took it off. And now that I'm actually awake, I'm gonna put on my new pod. So in case you've never seen it before, it comes in a thing like this. Syringe. Here's my insulin vial. Okay. Then we're going to put it into the new pod. Wait for those two beeps. And then we're going to connect them. They're communicating now. In the meantime, I'm going to put this back in the fridge. But yeah, I did not sleep well last night between my pod beeping and then expiring, Dakota getting up early for a shift. It really disrupted my sleep. Then Peach was like meowing at me and she got a little bit aggressive. It's been a while since she like got aggressive with me, but I also realized I filmed like way too many clips yesterday. This vlog is gonna be so long, so I'm gonna try to film less updates over the next few days. Alright, now they are all set up. Time to pick where we're gonna put this on my belly. I normally switch between this side and make my way like down because you can't have them beside like too close to where they were last time. So pretty stuck on there. So now we're going to hit start, and then the little cannula is gonna jut out and go into my skin so that the insulin can go in. Okay, communicating. I always brace myself. Ow. Ooh, that one hurt. Oh, sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it really does. All right, so now we have a fresh pod on for the next 3 days. So my blood sugars weren't high when I first got up, but now they have gone up, which is not surprising because I wasn't wearing a pump for like a couple hours this morning, which means my basal insulin, which is like the background insulin that's always running, wasn't going in. So not really surprising. So I'm going to take a correction now. 9.2 is where I'm at. So it's recommending 0.9. Honestly, I'm going to up that a little bit because I still haven't had my coffee and that will probably like spike it more. So I'm gonna put up to like 1.5 units. And yeah, basically this is what the type 1 experience is. Just constantly keeping an eye on your blood sugars and just constantly making corrections, or if your blood sugar is low, then you would like want to eat, kind of do the opposite. Okay, time for lunch. I kind of am craving a salad, but we have no lettuce. So probably something I should have gotten yesterday on my walk, but let's see what we're gonna do. Okay, looks like we literally only have 2 slices of bread left. So I think I'm gonna have these two and have some toast with cheese and tomato on it. That's like one of my favorite meals. So this is gonna be 30 carbs for the bread. Then I think I'm gonna have to do my yogurt again. Basically the same thing you saw me eat yesterday. I Greek yogurt with peanut butter, almonds, and berries. Don't love to have like the same things back to back, but I feel like our fridge is a little sparse right now. Maybe on my walk today I will grab a few food items. Yeah, so what's the carb count gonna be? My blood sugar is 8.2 right now, so still a bit high. 30, 40, 42, 52. It's giving us 6.3 units. I'm kind of tired of trending high right now though. So I'm gonna put it up to 7. Just round up a bit just because I feel like I'm over like trending high. Okay. Alright, I've been pretty productive with work today. I also painted my nails red for the Eras Tour. But now my blood sugars are going up. They are definitely spiking. And it's so embarrassing having high blood sugars and showing you guys. I'm gonna go for my afternoon walk. I'm gonna take a hint and go out, get my body moving. Hopefully that can bring them down a little bit, get some groceries. All right, what about a grocery haul? Is that entertaining? Is that fun? More bread, as you saw. I need more. Of course, tortillas. It's a staple we gotta have in the house. In terms of how this relates to my diabetes, I mean, I obviously choose whole wheat instead of like a white tortilla because that's better for the good old blood sugars. Another very blood sugar friendly snack is these, I call it like the Buddha popcorn, but I guess it's called Lesser Evil. I think my sister recommended these to me and now it's like my go-to brand of popcorn. I get the pink salt Himalayan pink salt, sorry. A bowl of this I think is like 10 carbs or less. So very blood sugar friendly, especially if I want to have a snack where I can feel like I'm eating a lot, like chips or something, right? Where you're just having little bites of it. So I love that. My romaine lettuce, so I can have some salads again. Definitely a go-to lunch for me is romaine based salads. There were some chicken breasts that were not too expensive right now, so I got a pack of these. Again, always good to have chicken breasts. Then I got some beef stewing cubes. I realized I haven't made a beef stew in a while and it's kind of the weather for it now as we are getting into like colder weather. So maybe I will put a stew on our menu soon. I was getting low on peanut butter. As you've seen, I eat quite a bit of peanut butter. It's pretty low carb and it tastes good. So, and then we also ran out of rice. This is a situation where I actually do buy white rice. So probably not the best for my blood sugars, but whatever, you know, clearly I'm not perfect as you can see in this vlog. And then the last thing I got was just soy sauce because we were out. So that is the current haul. She's watching me jump rope and cheering me on. Hi, Peachy. Blood sugars are still on the higher end. I'm annoyed, but I am hungry and I want a snack. So I'm gonna have some of that popcorn that I talked about anyways, because who cares? I'm hungry. blood sugars are finally in range for once. But I'm making dinner right now on my own again because Dakota's working. I'll try to aim it again to be ready for when he's back. We plot twist are doing a beef stew. Yeah, I just got inspired. So we have the beef and the Ninja Foodi, the broth and everything. Now I'll just cut up the potatoes and the carrots. The main carb for this meal is obviously going to be the potatoes and also the flour that is part of the recipe, which I think is used to make the stew like thicker. So I don't even know what I'm going to end up carb counting. We have some pretty big potatoes that I'm going to put in. Probably at least like 60 carbs for the potatoes. And then for the flour, what does it say for flour? For 3 tablespoons, it's 20. And I think I used half a cup. Oh God. Maybe I'll say 20. Maybe I'll say 40. So maybe I should bolus for 100 carbs for this stew because I'll probably eat like a good amount of it. Should we try that? Okay. Blood sugars went up, but not too much. So I would say overall that was a successful bolus for dinner. I'm mainly just reading my book. It is a pretty good one so far. I'm enjoying it. Just call me the correction queen. Good morning. It is Saturday, aka Eras Tour Day. Just getting my coffee ready here, but I did have to correct last night, which is kind of just to be expected having so much potatoes. That's definitely not like a light carb. And then I did have to correct again this morning, but now my blood sugars are pretty decent. I think sitting around like 7, so not mad about that. The plan for today, clean my house or my apartment, because it's my turn to clean, but also a friend is coming over today, sleeping over, so obviously need to clean up a bit. I'm also gonna eat something before I go just because I'm not sure 100% like what time we're gonna be eating. Then obviously we'll shower, get ready for the concert, and then me and my friends are gonna go downtown and do a couple things around town before going to the venue. We're probably gonna go pretty early because it's been so crazy. This is the 3rd night of Taylor, so we've been able to see, you know, footage of the other 2 nights and how crazy the lineups are. So yeah, that's the plan today. I'll try my best to film as much as possible. It might not be as much with being out and about, but hopefully I can give some updates on how my blood sugars behave. All right, let's get cleaning. Subway. My blood sugar is going low, so I'm going to have some candy. Ooh. Okay, try it. How is it?
It's really soft though. It's a mochi flour. It's different than like regular flour. We were wondering what.
We're in. I got a poutine, tater tot poutine.
Tater tot.
We're gonna hope my blood sugars don't spike during the concert, but at least I'll be dancing, so I can work it off.
Shake it off, actually.
this is the view from our seat. Not bad. Blood sugar update. Literally as soon as Taylor Swift went on, my blood sugar started dropping. I think because I shared my poutine, so I didn't eat the full amount that I bolused for. So I had some candy, and then we made it through with actually perfect blood sugars throughout the whole show. Just now they're starting to raise a bit, so it was a success. Can you hear that? My pod is empty. Deactivating. Good morning. Time for another site change for my insulin pump. So it's actually Monday morning. After the Taylor concert, obviously I had an amazing time. She was such a great performer. I had never seen her before, so it was just so great to finally see her perform all of her different eras. It was great, obviously. But I was pretty tired yesterday. I did still go out and shop with my mom, but I didn't really feel like balancing like vlogging as well. But yeah, we went shopping, and so my blood sugars were not the best, to be honest, because, you know, eating takeout at the mall, I ate at the food court, it's always gonna be a bit rough managing your blood sugars when eating takeout and you're just not really sure what the carb count is, what's in the food. And I got Chinese food, which is also a little hard. You know, there's the noodles, there's rice, the sauces that can be in Asian food. It just can be a little difficult to manage. So my blood sugars definitely went high yesterday, and then we'll admit I kind of made it worse because on my way home I got more of those Isabella mochi donuts. I just love those donuts. So I ate 2 last night, and then I changed my continuous glucose monitor sensor. I'm sorry I didn't show that, but the thing I wear on my arm that is constantly showing me what my blood sugar level is, I changed it from this arm to the other arm. So there's about like an hour that it needs to warm up and I'm not able to see my blood sugars. And then I went to bed, and I kind of just hoped that they would be okay overnight, and it's looking like they were not the best. Probably because I just ate 2 donuts before going to bed and didn't take enough insulin. So, you know, clearly you're seeing there's a lot of highs, there's a lot of lows. I had a few low or almost lows during Taylor. And this morning you saw my pod actually ran out of insulin, even though it was supposed to last until tonight. So you got to see, like, I put the same amount of insulin in pretty much every time, but my last pod change that you saw, I had too much left when it was gonna expire. So that shows like I didn't eat that many high carb meals or whatever. This time I clearly did eat more higher carbs, so I ran out of insulin. So you never know, like, you just have to constantly adapt. We had it here last time on this side, so I'm gonna switch it over to here. I'm wearing my Taylor, my Eras Tour, my Eras Tour sweater. Sorry, you can't see, but putting it here, connecting, communicating. Okay, it didn't hurt too bad. Yeah, my blood sugars are at 9.5 this morning, so we're gonna do, it's suggesting only 1 unit, honestly. I'm just gonna do 2 just because the dawn phenomenon, your blood sugars go high in the morning, so I'll just give 2 to be safe. All right, now throw this stuff out and we'll get into the final day of this diabetes vlog. This is my bag that the Taylor merch came in. She immediately went and sat in it. You're so silly, Peach. Why do you like sitting in a plastic bag, huh? Alright, it's a couple hours after lunch. I have just been working, of course. I had like a cleaner lunch today because, of course, after the last couple days, the high blood sugars, the heavy meals, just had a salad and yogurt, and my blood sugars are looking pretty decent so far. I think I'm gonna go for my afternoon walk now, and I'll probably do my workout shortly after that. Hopefully after that, I will be completely back in range. All right, apparently my blood sugars are trending down. I just want to double check it with my glucometer to make sure it is accurate before I treat my potential oncoming low. I don't think I said earlier, but the fact that I changed my continuous glucose monitor, my sensor, sometimes it cannot be totally accurate for the first 24 hours. Sometimes longer. I mean, it's never 100% accurate, to be honest, but just because it's in the first day and I'm not, actually, the more that I'm talking about it, maybe I am feeling a little low, but I don't know. I'm just gonna double check it to be sure. So I put my little test strip in the little meter. I actually hate doing this. I hate whenever I have to do this. It's so annoying to me. But yeah, then I have this little thing that's gonna prick my finger. So let's go with this one. Then push out some more blood. Sorry, trigger warning. Don't look too close if you don't like blood. Get the blood onto this little thing. Test strip. Yeah, it's saying 7.9. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. I hate when it's not accurate. Like, it's saying 4 going down. Like, what? So, okay, I'm gonna ignore it then, and I'm just gonna go do my Pilates workout. Clearly, I'm not actually. Oh, okay. Unsurprisingly, I am hungry after that sort of light lunch. So I think I'm gonna have a snack. My blood sugars say I'm 3.9, which means I should eat. However, we know that might not be accurate. I don't feel like testing with my blood again, but I'm just gonna assume like it is a little higher than that. I did just buy these English muffins because it's been so long since I had any of these. So I might have an English muffin with maybe like some cheese on it, tomato, something like that. How many carbs? These are about 20 carbs for one. Let's eat. All right, vlog, my blood sugars are sitting at a beautiful 5.4 in range. Maybe it's a little higher if my sensor is still not accurate. But I think I'm gonna close out the vlog here. I'm supposed to upload this video tomorrow and I still want to, you know, edit it and schedule it and everything. So yeah, hopefully something about this vlog was interesting to someone. If anything, at least we had the Eras tour, which was amazing. But yeah, hopefully you learned something about type 1 diabetes or you found something relatable if you have it, or feel free to let me know some advice because I still am only 3 years in basically of having this disease. So still always learning, still always making mistakes. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your month and I'll see you soon with a brand new video. Bye.